Well, folks, I said I'd pop on, have a chat with you before the game kicks off, talk about the starting lineup against the opposition, and then talk about Celtic going forward as well for the rest of the period. Is are all certainly welcome in as well. Keith here from Command the Hoops. If this year first time coming across the stream or the channel, please do like and subscribe. Meant to be on at 2 o'clock, but things got caught up. So look, we're here before kickoff. And if you're going to game today, enjoy the match as well. Happy birthday to Tom Rogic and happy birthday as well to Tommy Bones that we'll never forget about. An absolute legend, a hero. Celtic fans always. So's Tommy Rogic as well. So let's kick on. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us your prediction for the game. How you feeling going into it? If we win today, we'll obviously go 5 points clear. But yes, they will have a game in hand, second place team. So this is the starting lineup. Just let me get rid of this banner first of all, so we can remove this. 1 second. Remove that. So there's the starting lineup. Hart in goal. Alistair Johnson right back. Carter Vickers. Scales. Taylor. I'm delighted Vickers is back. Obviously, we missed him last week big time against Kilmarnock, and then midweek as well. McGregor, O'Reilly, Turnbull. I had a feeling Turnbull was going to start. Seeing it yesterday, O'Reilly, he's obviously been on fire with his goals. Mikey Johnson gets the nod ahead of James Forrest, ahead of Moyeda as well. And even Yang. Yang's obviously not even in the squad. Palmer, Kyogo. Interesting team. Interesting team. So the bench, Kwan's actually on the bench. I was just surprised with that. Always on the bench. Berta Bay. I can see him leaving anyway in January. Bernardo, he's on loan from Benfica, as you're well aware of. The return of Days and Moyeda, well needed. He's been a miss since he got that sending off against Atletico Madrid, and then he was ruled out with an injury toward his knee, ligaments near his knee, at Palma. And let's look at Forest, Ralston, and Welch. Interesting side. I think looking at this, we should be winning this game today, big time. We're favourites at home as well. So there's the team there. That's where probably the way it's going to line up as usual. That kind of 4-3-3 system. Well, obviously the holding midfielder with Awat and obviously not making it, picking up the injury the other night as well. So against Feyenoord, um, we can see Callum dropping back into that 6 role because we don't really have much there. Kwan can come in and play that number 6 role as well. David Turnbull's in the attacking mid with Matt O'Reilly, Mikey Johnson on the right flank, Palmer on the left, Kyogo front. Kyogo needs to start banging goals in. And Brendan came out today said, well, this week that he's not following instructions, he's not playing the style. So hopefully we could start seeing Kyogo hitting the goals that he did at the start of the season, big time. Bain in there, obviously on the bench. All on the bench. We have obviously Kwan, Berta Bay, but let's talk about it anyways. Enough of this. Let's get rid of this banner now and kick on with the comments. So get the comments in, folks. How's it going, James? I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's well up in Dundee. Um, Great to see Jim in as well. Great to see CCV back. He's absolutely solid and be back with strength in defence. Just to let you know, folks, I will be on a podcast tomorrow night. Paul John Dykes of A Celtic State of Mind has asked me to come on and chat with him for an hour at 5 o'clock tomorrow. So it's all for the good causes for young Jamie Tierney as well. So if you can pop on to Celtic State of Mind tomorrow at 5 p.m., I'll be joining Paul John Dykes to have a good old chat with him. The Hoops weekend or so they're raising funds for the big cause. So I'll be on it. I'll be delighted to take a part. It's been the last time I took a part was back in 2020. So the champ is back. Hail from South Armagh. Not expecting nothing but 3 points today. Come on, the Celts. Exactly, I'm expecting. I think looking at their team, I have their starting lineup here as well. Just bear me 1 second. I get the starting lineup for Hearts. Just remove your comment for a minute there, Mick. So it looks like Xander Clark's in goal for them. Kingsley, he's a good player. Shankland is obviously playing in front for them. Cochrane. Adam Forrest starts for Hearts as well. So both Forrest in the building. Craig Gordon's on the bench as well. Done well for Celtic. Ace time at Celtic. Anyone else I can see on the bench that really sticks out for me? Not really. I don't really keep eyes on the opposition teams. Shanklin's obviously been linked with coming to Celtic as well in January. I think we'd be probably getting Morosky. Morosky's younger for 24 years of age as well. So let's see what happens with him tomorrow in the League Cup final. So yeah. So get the comments in. I fancy 3-0 today, to be honest with you. I don't think we'll concede at home today. I know Joe Hart's in goal, and Joe Hart's done well the other night against Feyenoord. It was a good result the other night. Um, like some people might say it was a dead rubber game. I felt like that after the defeat to Kilmarnock. I was like, I'm not even bother watching on Wednesday, and then shake myself out of it. And really good performance, really good performance. I don't know what's going on with Don't know what's going on with Naroski. How's it going, Chris? Over in X as well as joined from the X. We're going to be trying a new platform tonight, so the numbers are actually going to probably be decent. Bit of anxiety is going to be kicking in. We're going to be going live on Instagram as well. So StreamYard and Instagram have teamed up, so you can do now live streaming from Instagram. So I'm going to try Facebook tonight, Instagram, and YouTube. So I'll have the three platforms flowing tonight on StreamYard on live. I'll be doing a live post-match podcast about 8 o'clock tonight. So I don't like to go on straight after the game. There's other podcasts on. It means I don't get my regular subscribers. Everybody likes different podcasts. I'd rather come on later than others and hear everybody's reaction and their verdict as well on the game. So yeah. What's happening with Benjamin Seacrest? Same question gets asked every week. I just don't think he's a part of Celtic's plans. You know, Obviously when Ange signed him the season before, I thought he was going to get a bit of game time, played a few cup games, and Joe Hart just maintained that number one spot. Considering Joe Hart's past and his distribution's not the greatest, um, you know, people question him as well for set pieces. But look, give it to Joe Hart. Done really well the other night. Wasn't his fault for the goal. Just good counter attack by Feyenoord, but some really good crucial saves in the first half. And Joe Hart will more likely will be gone in the summer. I think Seacrest will be gone as well. Probably gone in this window. Naroski didn't make the bench. Welch is on the bench. Welch played really well against Feyenoord the other night, so it's good that we have a bit of strength, and it's good to see Phillips is not on the bench as well. I know people are probably thinking I'm a bit bitter towards Phillips. I just think, what's the point? We don't need him. We honestly don't need him. We have Carter Vickers back. We have Scales playing well. We have Lagerbielke as well. There's been talks that Lagerbielke could be gone, leaving Celtic in January as well after purchasing him for 3 million. So we'll see what happens with Lagerbielke and Naroski Welch. I think Kobashi will go back to Japan anyway, so I don't really talk about Kobashi anyway. So keep the comments flowing, folks. There's 15 years in. There's only two people commenting. Get the comments in. Tell me how you're feeling about the game as well. And if you haven't, follow us on our socials as well. It'd be really appreciated as well. Really, really appreciated. There is a membership scheme on YouTube. There's actually a free membership scheme now going forward with YouTube. So if you want to support us on a free membership, go ahead. If you want to donate to the channel, there's 99 cent as well membership. It's completely up yourselves. It's Christmas. Funds are tight for everyone. Don't be spending if you don't need to spend it. Keep it for something more important. Um. So yeah, let's see. Said I'm gonna be moving off the X live streaming onto Facebook live streaming, getting more numbers in, get the conversations flowing as well. So just to recap, we'll go through the team again. If you're only joining now, this is the starting lineup. Hart and goal, Alistair Johnston, Carter Vickers has returned to the squad after 2 games out. Greg Taylor, which he badly needs a rest, but he's still starting anyway. He played every game this season. Taylor's playing left back. Callum McGregor sitting at that number 6 position. Matt O'Reilly pushing forward with David Turnbull. Mikey Johnson on the right flank. Palmer on the left. Kyogo up front. Badly needs a goal. 1 goal in 10 games. So he needs a goal. Bain on the bench. O on the bench. Kwan is in the squad. Berta Bay, Bernardo, Deza Maeda returns to the team on the bench. James Forrest is there on the bench, but his brother is starting for Hearts today. Alan Forrest. Anthony Ralston on the bench, and Stephen Welch makes the bench as well. Good to see. Strong squad. good attacking options. We obviously Bernardo can come on to change the game as well. We have Oder for physicality against Hearts. Moyeda, we all know what Days of Moyeda brings to Celtic. Energy, never gives up, chase everything, every blade of grass on their flanks just be marked up. So yeah, Days of Moyeda is back after when did we play Atletico? Atletico in Madrid, was it towards the start of October, start of November? So it's been pretty decent. Let's get the comments in. Few comments flowing through now. Quadruple treble, great to see you. And do you think Kyogo will score today? Yes, 2 goals today. I think he'll score today. I just think, criticism during the week, struggling, losing to Kamarnik, not not scoring. I think, pressures on Kyogo as much as long term deal. I mean, we all love Kyogo. He's our main man, and we want him scoring. We want to see him, doing them celebrations. He's just a lovely guy. We just want him scoring. Simple as that. You know, I'm probably gonna be streaming on Twitch at FIFA with the chat. Celtic in the Champions League. Fantastic. I don't use Twitch to be honest. It's not hasn't appealed to me. So it'll be always with me with streamer. It's always YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and now newly it's going to be moving on to Instagram. Instagram lives. I've been dying for it because I have a big platform there, 25,000 followers. So you want to get some of them onto the YouTube, subscribing as well. So yeah, brilliant, mate. Christmas tree and all. He's in the zone. He's in the zone. That is the stuff. That is the stuff. Big time. We all want this. We all want to be winning this season. And games like this against good opposition like Hearts. Hearts are sixth in the table. They lost the last 2 games, Rangers and Aberdeen. So we need to obviously don't take this team for granted. Hopefully it's not a real poor 0-all. I think Brendan for not Brendan, I was going to say Brendan Rodgers is obviously giving them the fear of God. Obviously after the weekend against Kilmarnock. So hopefully we can pick a result. I'm talking absolute baloney here. Yeah, so that's the crack there. Anyways, this was Brendan Rodgers' record before the Feyenoord game. So it's obviously changed since. Just let me get this comment out of the way. So it's 193 games now. It's 132 wins. That's his record as a Celtic manager, and he's up to 425 points. So decent times. Maybe it'd be interesting to see if Kwan actually comes on today. I just think he just put him there as ammunition. With obviously Awate being injured. So there's the squad there. There's the system more like we'll go for. Dazan, dying to see Dazan play. You know, we're missing that. Hopefully Abad will be back soon with Rio as well. We're obviously missing a bit of spark with Rio Atate. Look at David Turnbull. Would not be surprised he scores today. His stats in the league's pretty good. Maybe a good Palmer performance as well. Mikey Johnston, these are the string of games that he really needs to prove himself with wingers coming back like the likes of Moyeda and Abada around the corner. If he doesn't prove himself to the level, he could be gone in January or he could be gone in the summer. How's it going? Champion 67 over on Twitter. We're formerly known as Twitter, which is now X. I hope you're doing well. Hope you can jump over to the YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Kaiser, what's the story? Hope you're doing well. Keeping it lit. Great to see you on. I hope you're. I think so. Peg leg, I think so. I think with the derby around the corner, we have Livy next Saturday. This is kind of make or break for Mikey Johnson, or he'll be gone. He'll be gone. He'll be definitely gone in January. We need to trim the squad down. I know John Kennedy was talking about it the other day that they want to trim the squad down. So in January, obviously maybe send players on loan, obviously clear players out. It's just it's too big. There's not enough quality in the squad to be honest, and I think we need to strengthen. As we all know, strengthening in January is a must. A must with a goalkeeper, with a left back. I think you could play Scales left back. To be honest with you, I think Scales. Why not? Like if you have like the likes of Welch, put Welch and Carter Vickers in there, and put switch Scales onto the left. Rest Taylor. Why not? Give it a chance. He's quite confident taking the ball up. I'd give Scales a whack left back. Why not? Let's see what the comments are saying. Surprise, Kwan's on the bench. I think it's because we've no Wata. I just think it's because Awate obviously picked up the injury against Feyenoord. So we'll see what happens. I'm doing fine. Hail, hail. Great to see. I don't usually jump on X, but I said because it's an option there to go live. So tonight, 8 o'clock, I will be doing a live stream, post match reaction. We're going to be on Instagram live. We're going to be on Facebook live. And we're going to be on YouTube live. So get the Moretti's out. Get the cup of tea out. Get the book fast out. Hopefully a 3-0 win today. You know, if we lose the game, I'm gonna be furious. I don't even want to say them words, but it has to be said. It's a possibility. If Celtic do not react to that Kilmarnock result in the league, we just what, worry the times. But got to be optimistic. We're still in front. Yeah, teams are behind us. And the funny thing is, I'll tell you a story. I was coming back to Dublin yesterday, last night coming back to Dublin, going through Terminal One, and I seen a lot of Sefco fans, and they're on the other side of the glass walking to that gate, and I'm walking out Dublin, and I'm wearing my Celtic jacket, and they're there sticking their fingers up at me and trying to spit on the glass walking through an airport. I'm like, is that the mentality? Is that what the Seville toilet water does to you? Is that what it does to you? Like seriously? Because I'm walking up and you like, I wouldn't mind them laughing at me or grinning at me because they're still in Europe, but like the mentality of them was like just seriously. No way Brandon's going to keep chopping and changing around the midfield. Makes me think that he wants another centre midfield. I hope he does, Brian. I really do. I hope he does. I haven't even seen, obviously, on watch. I don't know what's the situation with the Green Brigade. Hopefully, they're back in for the Derby game. Fingers crossed they're back in by then. I haven't been keeping eyes on it, to be honest with you. Like, there's so much divide between fans that are like, have them in, not have them in. I want them back in because I think the place is like a library without them, to be honest. You know, there's nothing worse seeing empty seats at the stadium. And even the other night, there was loads of empty seats. It was only fine art. But if we were pushing for the last 16, the Champions League, the place would have been jammers. No home. That's what you did. That's the decision you make. Play some players are just not as standards at weeks, and then you have to pick what a players over other. So can't always have all of them. You know, some some miss out, and I hope Odin Holm is going to be a good player for Celtic. I really do. Hope he steps it up, and it's a transitional period going from Norwegian football to Scottish football, and I hope he embraces it and gets the chances. And we have a good midfield department there, attacking midfielders. David Turnbull still fighting for a contract. He could sign a pre-contract in the next few weeks with a team. So I don't know what the plans is with David Turnbull's future. He's obviously scored some valuable goals this season, some important goals. Converted a few penalties in there as well. So we'll see what happens with David Turnbull. It's a big game for him today. If he does well, gets a goal or two, he could be in possibility of playing next week against Livy at Celtic Park. So our next three home games are Hearts, Livy, and Rangers. Between that Rangers game, we go to Dens Park on the 26th of December and play Dundee. I think it's a 2:30 kickoff, if I'm correct. You know, it's on Sky Sports anyway. Turnbull is leaving. You know, we'll find out soon. I think he's leaving as well, to be honest, because the contract would have been done and dusted. To be honest, I love the Green Brigade. They're all legends. James says, "Yeah." Well, I hope they're back in soon because them and the boys not having them lads in each corner stadium is just like literally it's like literally like watching like a library. It's like watching Big Brother in the night time. It's just quiet. It's quiet. It's like you just hear the tweets. That's how quiet it is. You hear the odd person going, Celtic. That's about it. Um, Gotta make this count. Not playing the league this weekend. Well, that's it. We just need to focus on ourselves, not focus on what's below us or what's ahead of us. We got to focus on today and take every game in front. I think too many people think into the Rangers game or think into the Dundee game or think into the next game. We think of what we have against today. Don't disrespect the opposition. Hearts will be out to be Celtic. Stephen Asa will be out to be Celtic. Excuse me, full of wind. I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. Let him go if he wants to go. So, folks, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. I don't know what's going on with Larga Bielka. Obviously, Brendan picked Welch over him, so that's Welch played pretty well. You know, I know Lagerbielke scored a goal, but I thought Welch had a better performance than Lagerbielke. Let's be honest, he really did. You know, he'd come off in the 72nd minute. Yeah, Lagerbielke scored his first goal for Celtic. He's offered a few beers. Hope to see you at 8 o'clock, James. If you're not rubber and steaming by them, so I hope you join back in at 8 o'clock tonight for me post match reaction. I don't like coming on straight after the game. Too many podcasts are on the same time. You just don't get the same audience in. So yeah, he's joined again. Fair play. Third time lucky. Third time lucky. So I'm gonna stay on for another 10 minutes. 3-0 I'm going for. I fancy Kyogo double, and I'm gonna go with either David Turnbull or Lewis Palmer to score. Either one of them will score. I just have a feeling. So just to recap, that's the team: Hart, Alistair Johnson, Carter Vickers, Scales, Taylor, Callum McGregor, Matt O'Reilly, David Turnbull, Mikey Johnston, Louis Palmer, Kyogo, Bain, O'Quan, Bay, Bernardo, Maeda, Forrest, Ralston, and Welch. And this is the way they should line up. I'm no football manager, but this is the system we should line up. This app, if you want to play around with this app is called My Lineup. It's a free app to download. I Do you have the Celtic jerseys and all on it? Do you have different jerseys? You can get any player in the world on it. 95% of the players in the world are on this app. You know, heads and all that. You can change the pitch pattern. You can change the formations. It's a pretty for a free app. It's not bad. It's not bad. So I said I start using it on the channel. So My Lineup. It's a free app to download on the Apple Store or the Android Store, whatever you want to call it, the Google Play. So yep. So that's it. That's I'd be interested to see Quan get a debut. Nick has joined. How's it going, Nick? What is the story? Lovely picture there. Keeping it well. No Lager Bielka. Can't fit everyone into your plans. If your players that are fighting for the shirt and want to make a statement before they get the Graham Norton chair in January, you give them a go. We have a busy 3 games ahead of this as well. Busy busy fixture list, congested fixture list this month. You know, I think it's 8 games this month. We've already had way through them. So you know, lost that game against Kilmarnock, which we all want to get over. You know, get winning that game, the Champions League this week feels like we're over it. I don't feel like we're over it, to be honest. I feel like we need to go out in the league and make a statement and not drop points. That's my attitude towards it. You know, and Kilmarnock deserved that result. They deserved the result. We were absolutely poor. I can't believe how bad we were. I was saying on this channel, this is the worst style of football Celtic have played in front of crowds since Ronnie Doyle's fourth season. Ronnie Doyle's fourth season. This like we are very, very average this season. I've said it, like, fair enough, we're top of the league, but we're out of the League Cup, we're out of the Champions League, we're not even in the Europa League, and there's no excuses now but to go on and win the double. There's no excuses. No excuses. And if we don't win the double, in my eyes, even winning the league, it still feels like a failure of a season. Because with the squad we have from going on to win a treble last season, yes, there's a change of management. I still feel like, you know, there's quality there in that squad from some players. Some players just need to be cleared out. You just don't get the message. Just don't suit the style of football. They just don't have the confidence. And that's up to Brendan as a good man manager to get these players on board. Brian is saying 5-0 Kyogo, hat-trick, McGregor and Johnson. Let's not be disrespectful towards Hearts, but Hearts are a decent team as well. You know, they've scored in Glasgow a couple of times as well in their visits. I know it's on the other side of the city, but, you know, Johnson not good enough for Celtic. Would like to see Frame. Yeah, Frame would have been good to have on the bench, obviously, coming on the other night. Rockavata, he's going to be gone. McKenzie, to be honest, I haven't really seen much of McKenzie or Cars. I don't really watch much of the B team games. I don't watch much of the women's games as well. I wish them the best and all that, but it's not my appetite to sit there and watch watch below her our younger squad coming through. I'd rather just focus on the senior team. So yeah, look, it's good to see young Mitchell Frame being on the bench and coming on the other night. And I've said it so many times, Rockavate, I just feel like he's being another wasted player. Give him a chance. It's what happened with Karamoka Dembele. Didn't really get the chance, played a handful of games, and that was it. Went left, and then look, he's at Blackpool, playing for Blackpool. So yeah, that's the situation there. So folks, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. There's gonna be another bit of content coming up today. Just gonna be talking about Tommy Burns, talking about Tom Rogic. I'm gonna talk about that left back that we're linked with from Portugal, and we're gonna talk about players that are leaving as well. They're all gonna be separate videos, so do watch the videos if you can. And if this is your first time viewing, subscribe, free of charge. You know, we really appreciate. My predictions for the game against Hearts today is 3-0, Kyogo double, or that Lewis Palmer will score the third goal, or I'm going to go David Turnbull, Palmer or Turnbull. I don't think Matt Ryan will score today. I think he's going to have a blinder, a few assists. But I'm going to leave it there, folks. Thanks very much for joining again. Please do subscribe, and I shall speak to you all soon. Take care. Hell, hell.